Nearly 4 years ago, a mother from Portsmouth was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. It's an invisible illness that causes chronic pain and fatigue in a person. The mother of 4 is one of only 20 people in the UK that suffers with the condition. Since being diagnosed, she's had to change her life. She now hopes to get a motorised wheelchair to help with the school run. Our reporter Kirstie Chambers went to meet her.
Samantha Curry contracted the illness after the birth of her 4th child. Since she has tried to get back to her normal life, but faces unwanted attention from passerbys.
I'll get strange looks, comments, people think that I can't hear them when actually I can hear them. You know, why has she got kids when she's having to use mobility aids? Why has she not got someone to help her?
In the past, she relied on her motorised wheelchair to carry out her daily tasks. She noticed that people would often look down on her for having children whilst using a motorised aid.
I'm a mum, just like any other mum, just that I have a condition that means I get tired very, very quickly. So if I'm doing the school run, I'm going to get tired. So I use a mobility aid so that I'm not as tired and I can do more with my kids. If I didn't, then it would be a case of doing the school runs, coming home, and then being stuck indoors, even in the summer. And that's not fair on my kids. So I do what's best for not only me, but for my kids as well.
Last month, she launched an online campaign to raise funds for a new electric wheelchair after her current one began to fall apart. A new powered aid will help her get out and about with her children.
Having something like that will mean that I can zip around with the kids. I won't get tired as much. I won't be in as much pain after using the muscles in my legs and my back as much. It means I'll be able to just pop out to go and do the little things that the kids liked to do beforehand that we can't do at the moment. And it will completely change everything for us.
Over 1 million people suffer with fibromyalgia in the UK. It's an illness that causes a person to become extremely tired and have severe pain in most parts of their body.
It's more the fatigue side of things that is really, really difficult to get out of bed, to get up and do things. I've been told that I'm depressed a lot because of the fact that I can't get out of bed a lot of the time. I have to set an alarm so much earlier than I have to get up because of the fact that it takes me about an hour to actually be able to get up out of bed. I have to take my medication before, otherwise the pain that I get is unbearable.
At 25 years old, Samantha contracted the illness after the birth of her 4th child. During her pregnancy, she began to have severe pains in her stomach. It was later discovered that she had an infection. She then had to go into an early birth to save her child.
After the first night of him being home, I was in so much pain that I ended up having to go back to the doctors, and they sent me back into hospital and I had to have surgery. And that being such a hugely emotional and physically traumatic event, I say that that's more than likely where it triggered from. Most fibromyalgia sufferers have suffered a huge emotional or physically traumatic event.
The definitive cause of the illness is still unknown, but it can affect people in many ways. Kirstie Chambers, for That's Solent.